Yo, what's happening? It's your man Valentine, baby, coming from On the Grind. This is a show that's gonna give you all the up-and-coming cats trying to make it to the next level. Then we sit down with all the cats who have made it and ask them how hard the grind has been for them. On today's show, we got an author, writer, Renaissance woman, Cookie Lowe. Then we have singer, songwriter, you know, the lovely Land of Deborah. Let's get on the grind, y'all.
It's just another day of reflection, mutilation. From here I can't close my eyes. I'm with me all the time, and I don't want to take the time to need you. Don't want you to walk away. No excuses, repercussions. I want you to walk with me. Speak to me of love and what it is that we're afraid of. You tell me you're crazy. You tell me you're lonely. You're not happy. Well, I am crazy. Yeah, and I'm lonely, but I'm happy to be me. You tell me you're crazy. Say that you're lonely. Tell me you need me. Tell me you feel me. It's easy when you're here. No distractions, complications, and I forget myself. But I'm still here when you're gone, and I can't seem to find a way through me. You tell me you're crazy. You tell me you're lonely. You're not happy. Well, I am crazy. Yeah, and I'm lonely, but I'm happy to be me. You tell me you're crazy, say that you're lonely. Tell me you need me, tell me you feel me. When you're happy, when you're with me, are you happy? I don't want you to be the pleasant side of me. I need you to hold me and let me go. You tell me you're crazy. You tell me you're lonely. You're not happy. Well, I am crazy. Yeah, and I'm lonely, but I'm happy to be me. You tell me you're crazy. Say that you're lonely. Tell me you need me. So what you feel me? Then you're happy. When you're with me, are you happy?
The lovely Land of Deborah. Miss Deborah, how you doing?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for having me on the show.
Nice. Song. I mean, what's the inspiration behind that song? What's the name?
The song was called Happy. If you actually listen to the lyrics, it's actually about someone who's not very happy. It's about someone who doesn't know who they are.
Yeah.
But when they're with somebody else, they forget. You know, I think sometimes we just put barriers up against ourselves and other people, and we think that's who we should be. But with this person, this particular character, when she's with somebody else, or when he's with somebody else, they realize they can just be.
Okay.
You know, and just settle into that.
Now, when you wrote that, were you trying to find yourself at the same time, or did you know who you are?
Songs, that time when that song was written, that songs just kind of come. Sometimes they're my stories, sometimes they're a mixture of stories.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, it kind of just comes from here and goes through me. And the story kind of takes me, and I try and make it make as much sense as possible.
Okay.
But, you know, at that point, yeah, I was really trying to figure out who I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that you've heard it, have you found yourself, or is it still, you still thinking about it?
I think it's a journey. It's one of those things where, you know, for me, I had to just get out of my own way, you know. And for the last couple of years, I've been doing a lot of work on that, trying to figure out, you know, who am I as a musician?
There you go.
And how does that fit? How does me as the musician fit into me as the person? So it's not necessarily my musical journey. It's almost like the journey of my soul, like the soul's journey.
Right.
And you know, where will that? It's not now where will the music take me? Where will I take the music? It's where will the music take me, which is much more interesting, actually.
Nice. And how hard is it to be like a top musician? I mean, I consider you to be a top musician because you're doing your thing. Now, how hard is it for you?
Every day, you sometimes, you know, you wake up and you go, what am I doing? It would be so much easier to get a regular job and sit in a cubicle and get a regular paycheck.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think most creative people, you don't choose it, it chooses you.
Right.
You have to get up in the morning and go, this is who I am, and you have to honor that, because otherwise it's painful.
It is.
There's actual discomfort, I think, when you're not really following who you are.
Right.
I mean, you know, I'm not saying that being a musician or any creative endeavor is easy, but it's the least painful option, the least uncomfortable option.
So what happens when, I mean, say you're sitting down one day, know you had the creative juice, they were running. What happens when the juice runs out?
Oh, that happens. And that happened to me actually, it coincides with my self-worth and creative output.
Yeah.
When there is none, there is nothing coming out. And there's been years where, you know, I'm not really writing anything that I can write. And I look at it and go, this is rubbish. What am I writing here?
Yeah.
And I'm not really feeling it. And that's really tough, because for me, songwriting is my high. I write a song and I'm the happiest girl for like months. I love being in that song, and I love performing too, but for me, songwriting is where it's at. So when it's not happening, it's really tough.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, that leads to the next one. I mean, once that's happening, I mean, who are you turning to for the inspiration to continue?
I have a really amazing bunch of friends
Yeah.
who are so supportive. Well, we were mutually supportive. They're very creative as well. And also being around very creative people, when I see them really getting into their flow and really doing what they love, and it just feels really good, is very comforting for me, and just helps me just get back into myself.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, if you were a musician, songwriter, singer-songwriter, what would you be?
Maybe a teacher of some kind. I'd like to be like an elementary school music teacher or something, just because I had amazing teachers when I was growing up, and they really encouraged me and let me just do my thing and let me get away with a lot. I want to be one of those teachers, you know?
Well, not too much, though.
Oh, you know, no, within reason,
Yeah.
you know. But no, I had really amazing teachers when I was growing up. So, yeah, if I could repay the favor, maybe.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you the on-the-grind question, man, because I know you're ready for it. Now, all the people out there that are trying to be Deborah and not getting no love from anybody, you drop your CDs, whatever you're doing, you're auditioning, whatever. What can you tell them to inspire them to stay on the grind?
I think I only just discovered this answer only a few months ago. It's taken me so long to get there, because for me, if I was just saying, Deborah, you want a musical career, go get it. That has no soul for me. It doesn't feel, like just to be that, you know, the pursuing of money, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So what I said to myself was, who are you?
Yeah.
And how do you want to be? And how do you want your life to be? And for me, music is such a big part of that, but it's not all I am. So I just look to the whole of my life and answer those questions as who do I want to be as a person? And that allowed me to kind of get out of my own way and be much more relaxed as a musician.
Right.
Because then it wasn't just about, when's this next gig going to come up? Who am I going to play with next? It was about, what's the best experience that I can give to someone that they can give me? Is you know, how can we all win? And that to me has actually brought me so much more satisfaction, and much more in my career as well. It just seems to be much more.
Now, when you leave the music world, I mean, what do you want people to say about you?
Did the Land of Deborah? It sounds weird. I'm talking about my obituary right here.
But no, we know you're gonna be here for a little while.
I'd like to be. I think I would just like to be remembered for just being someone who embraced her imperfections, because that, you know, there's parts of me that I go, really? Did you just say that? Did you just do that? And I go, you know what? that's who I am.
Yeah.
And I have to really just embrace that and go, yeah, this is what I do and this is who I am. And if anything, just the person who was herself.
Okay. Now, fame or fortune, man?
I want to answer that question. If I could be fortunate enough
Yeah.
to be able to make enough for me to live my life, but be able to give way more, then I'd be pretty happy.
Nice. Now, what would be your defining moment?
I'd love, it's funny, it's like, what does that mean? I'd love to win an Oscar for Best Original Song.
Okay.
That's up there. But really, I just want to live every day knowing that I can choose to live my life the way that I want to live it. And be a musician when I want to be, and look after my cats when I want to, and be in nature when I want to. And just, yeah.
Look after your cats?
I'll hang out with my cats. More like, yeah, they look after me. They pay rent, They work
Are
hard.
they painting?
They,
Paw prints?
a lot of time on Netflix, these guys. Yeah, I come back on Netflix like, are you watching this? Invasion? Anyway, no.
Not catnip?
There is Bird TV.
Okay.
I'm sure that they can
That's a
find it.
beautiful thing. So what's next for you, man?
Well, I've got an album coming out in the summer,
Okay.
which I'm really excited about, actually, probably in the fall. I've got a video coming out in the next week. And yeah, it's just go right now.
How can they get the album once it does come out?
Get on the mailing list. Just sign up through thelandofdeborah.com. There's actually a giveaway right now. I'm giving away four MP3s. You just give me your email address and I'll share my music that way, and you can find out all about me. Or I'm on Facebook, The Land of Deborah, Twitter, Land of Deborah. Just Land of Deborah.
Just Land of Deborah.
It's the land.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice to have you, man.
Thank you so much.
Do your thing. Continued success to you.
You too. I love what you do.
This is Miss Deborah, Land of Deborah. Next up is Cookie Low.